Now, talking about things that the Conservative Party are inheriting from the Conservative Party, one is clearly borders about as good as the prison doors in Bedford jail, because the number of migrants crossing into the UK just goes up and up. And guess what? We've set another record for this spring. I don't understand. I just don't understand why, when you've got the shortest stretch of water in Europe that these people are crossing, we don't intercept the boats and turn them around. I don't get why not.
No, well, I don't either, Alex. I think that is an easy solution, isn't it, on the face of it? I'm sure it's more complex than that. But what I don't understand is that it seems as though we've only got one policy that we are putting our eggs in the basket of stopping the migrant crisis, and that's Rwanda. Whether or not a flight takes off, and I'm not convinced necessarily that it will anytime soon, then I don't think it's going to have the deterrent effect that the government are hoping it will. So there needs to be a plan B, and there needs to be a plan C after that, so that we've got a secure border that stops people entering this country illegally. I think it takes international cooperation, I think, is a really key part of this. I think the French need to do more to stop those migrants getting on those boats in the same place. Well, indeed, and I think there needs to be a bit of diplomacy going on.
The French would do more if those boats were taken back to France. I mean, that's the thing. Under the UN Convention, Article 33, you have a right to defend your borders and your territorial waters. Can you imagine if during the Spanish Armada, we're like, oh no, look, all those Spanish coming over on the boats. Is it legal to stop them? Well, come on.
This is the problem with international law, is a lot of it was written, in particular the Refugee Convention, written after the aftermath of World War II, when there was naturally a lot of displacement of people. That was a long time ago now. We need to reflect, international law needs to reflect what's going on in the here and now. And I think clearly we aren't the only country with a migrant crisis, and it needs to be updated.
Just to fill in the gaps here, basically, this is the highest number of migrants that have come over for the first 3 months of any year. The previous highest was 4,548. That was in 2022. This year, we got 4,644. And shockingly, on Tuesday alone, 388 more migrants arrived on 7 boats. And we've got the calm and clement summer ahead. This is going to be a nightmare for Sunak, because this is going to be, to use that very controversial word, an utter invasion, which is what it always has been.
It is.
So, got to be careful. Language is so important, right? No, it's an invasion. Right, let's talk about Abdul Ezedi.
One of our favourite
The chemical attack.
Right?
Favourite
illegal migrant.
favourite Christian convert. Yeah. We have pictures now in the papers today
look at this proving service.
That he was buried as a Muslim. So when he was converted to Christianity by sucker clergymen and idiots in the Home Office accepting his story, and a judge accepting his story, all along he was not a Christian. He was a Muslim, and we've got pictures of his burial, the Muslim funeral.
What I think there it is. Look at that very Christian ceremony there. what I find really astonishing about all of this is apparently, so, after he died, everyone, well, he was actually a Muslim, so really we should bury him as a Muslim, poor old chap. And the people at the mosque went, he pretended to be a Christian. That doesn't make him a good Muslim. We don't want to pay for this. I don't think his family and friends rattled the coins together to make a coffin.
Well, who do you think paid
not
for
a bad
it,
coffin. Well, the local authorities, when no one else is
you
going
know
to pay
that?
for. I don't, but I think it's worth asking because I mean, the rule is if your family and friends aren't going to pay for your burial, it lands on the taxpayer. So I want to know who has paid for that funeral.
Well, do these people think we're stupid? I mean,
Yes.
that's the question I'm asking.
They do.
Yeah, I think they must do, because
They don't care.
As you say, actually I'm Christian, and that gets you into this country, or that gets you off, escaping being done for being an illegal arrival. But actually, it turns out, no, I'm Muslim, and when it comes to my final death, I want to be buried as a Muslim. I mean, how stupid do they think we are? And this is going on not just in this case, but in many cases when it comes to the asylum system. And I think it needs to be changed immediately.
As I keep saying, we should say to the likes of Abdul Ezedi, you can convert to Christianity or not. It won't make any difference whatsoever to your asylum application. If we did that, then they'd stop converting, trust me.